Did Ryan Reynolds ditch Blake Lively at the premiere of Another Simple Favor to save his own career?
Ryan, where were you at the premiere?
What we expected has finally happened. Ryan Reynolds has ditched Blake Lively and left her on her own.
Insiders are spilling on the real reason why Ryan Reynolds left Blake Lively alone on the red carpet amid the Anna Kendrick beef, and it's all about money.
Yes, it's all about money and his own career. It seems Ryan has realized that Blake might be going down, and he is not about to jump into a sinking ship. Allegedly, it was Ryan who pushed for this war of lawsuits. But if there's one thing about him, he's always 10 steps ahead, or at least he thinks he is. Fans, however, are proving to be much faster. While Ryan is out here playing chess, the public is playing speed chess, and they've already clocked his every move. It's like he's slowly and strategically drifting away from the mess, pretending to be cool and collected while actually tiptoeing out the back door. And why wouldn't he? He's taken a long, hard look at the situation and realized that if this thing ever makes it to the trial, the chances of winning are looking slim. He knows that the case is blowing up, and the fallout is starting to become obvious. It's the kind of loss that stains careers forever, and Ryan's not about to let that happen. So, in what can only be described as a shocking but predictable move, he's seemingly abandoned Blake Lively at the premiere of Another Simple Favor and is putting all his focus into his own career. And let me tell you, Blake had a very hard time at the premiere because there were protesters chanting slogans in Justin Baldoni's support. Now, whether this is a cold, calculated move or pure survival instinct, one thing is clear. Ryan is protecting himself first, but the public isn't blind. From their lens, this isn't about career growth or making smart decisions. It's about self-preservation. And let's be real, Ryan is trying to save his own skin while Blake takes the heat. And if the rumors are true, she sees it too. The real shocker came at the Another Simple Favor premiere. You know how these two used to do everything together? Red carpets, movie promotions, social media banter, it was all a carefully curated act. But this time, the energy was off. When Blake pulled up in her luxury car, the door opened, and boom, it was just Blake. No Ryan, just her, stepping out in a glittering designer dress, acting like everything was fine. But was it? People immediately started whispering. Where was Ryan? Why wasn't he there to support her like she had done for him countless times? Remember when she hyped up Deadpool and Wolverine like the ultimate supportive wife? And let's not forget It Ends With Us, where Ryan was allegedly involved in writing some major scenes.
The iconic rooftop scene in this movie, my husband actually wrote it. Nobody knows that, but you know.
They were always each other's biggest cheerleaders. But suddenly, that dynamic has disappeared, and it's raising a lot of questions. And just when the internet was about to explode with theories, an insider came forward with the alleged reason behind Ryan's absence. According to them, this wasn't just a random decision. This was strategic. Apparently, Ryan skipping the premiere was all part of a bigger plan that started when they made that brief, awkward appearance together during SNL 50. That moment was meant to be a test, a way to gauge how fans would react to them still being seen as a unit amid the lawsuit. And the verdict? Not good.
Apparently, during the SNL appearance, SNL was a test to see how fans would react to them. It was their first outing together since Blake filed, and it did not bode well for them. Ryan and Blake both now realize if their careers are to survive, they cannot be involved in the same projects because everything will be heavily scrutinized.
Fans dragged them. The reaction was brutal. And to make things worse, Ryan thought it would be cute to make a sarcastic joke about the lawsuit during the event. Big mistake.
How's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
The backlash was immediate, and he realized something important. The less he's seen with Blake, the better for his career. And just like that, he started pulling away. But is this really about optics, or is something way deeper happening behind the scenes? Because let's be real, something is up. Blake isn't just dealing with public backlash. She's anxious. She knows things aren't looking good, and there's a very real fear creeping in. She's worried about her career, her future, and, let's just say it, her finances.
They go on to allege that Blake is uncertain of the future of her career, but she feels that Ryan's career hasn't been impacted by this, so she's trying to keep them separate in order to protect their incomes.
This lawsuit could leave her with nothing, and she knows it. The fear of losing everything is real, and she doesn't want to end up in a position where she's struggling for work while Ryan moves on unscathed. And speaking of Ryan, let's not forget that he's been controlling in the past.
But if he's already publicly admitted that he has these control issues, I think it was with the New York Times or whoever it was, and said that he developed these control issues, like he's very controlling because he felt the only way that he could get his dad not to scream in the house was to make sure everything was like within his control.
Could he have warned Blake to back off too? Maybe even advised her to stop leaning on him publicly? Because if there's one thing about Ryan, it's that he always does what benefits him the most. And then things got even messier. Ryan's spokesperson came out swinging, trying to smooth things over. He told Daily Mail that the premiere was a huge success and that plenty of actors showed up without their significant others.
A spokesman for Reynolds told the Daily Mail, another Simple Favor premiere was a resounding success. Both fans and critics in attendance loved the movie. Blake attended with her cast and filmmakers and had a great time. Several other actors attended premieres at South by without their spouses or significant others.
And sure, that's true, but he's missing the point. Ryan and Blake have always promoted their projects together. So why now, of all times, is he suddenly choosing to keep his distance? And here's the real kicker. Fans at the premiere weren't just there to watch the movie. Oh no, they came prepared. One fan was spotted with a placard and a t-shirt that said, "Justice for Baldoni, Blake lied." Let that sink in. The message was loud and clear. People aren't buying whatever Blake is selling. And Ryan isn't just distancing himself from Blake now. He's been doing it for years. The lawsuit just gave him the perfect excuse to start pulling away in plain sight. And honestly, the way he's moving, he might not just be trying to protect his career. He might be setting up his exit strategy altogether. But let's be honest, the real question here isn't whether Ryan skipped the premiere for strategic reasons. It's whether he's actually trying to exit this marriage altogether. The way things are going, it's looking very possible. He's distancing himself step by step, trying to untangle himself from Blake's growing list of problems without making it too obvious. But make no mistake, if he hasn't left yet, he will. And it's not just random speculation anymore. Other A-list celebrities are already pulling away from Blake, not wanting to get caught in the fallout.
And Taylor Swift is really trying to distance herself from Blake Lively.
Ryan, he's just following the same playbook, except he's got way more at stake. His brand, his career, his reputation, he won't let them sink with Blake. So what's next? Will Ryan officially cut ties? Will Blake fight back? Will more secrets come out? One thing's for sure, this drama is far from over. And trust me, you'll want to stay tuned because this tea is just getting hotter. And if you don't want to miss a single drop, you better hit that like and subscribe.